It's a tale of two cities in the stock market today. The Dow Jones is up about 0.7%, and NVIDIA is down about 5% today, and NVIDIA is down about 15% from its all-time high. Investors are taking some profits, and insiders have been selling their stock of NVIDIA the last couple of days. In my opinion, I think this is just profit-taking. Yes, NVIDIA is officially in a correction. It's down more than 10% from its all-time high, down about 15%. But could it go a little bit more? Yes, it could maybe go down another 5 to 10%. However, in the long run, I think NVIDIA is a good stock to hold in the long run. It's the pick and shovels play for AI, supplying these AI GPU chips. And a lot of people are comparing NVIDIA to Cisco from the 1990s and dot-com boom and bust cycle. And NVIDIA is growing more into its valuation. NVIDIA initially might have been a little bit overvalued, but their revenue growth is growing very rapidly, and they're growing into their valuation. It's slightly pricier now than Apple and Microsoft, yes, but I think NVIDIA will continue to deliver in their revenue growth. So this is something we have to watch, and I don't think it's something to worry about. NVIDIA, it has been holding up this market, and I wouldn't be surprised if we have a little bit more profit-taking until Friday, because Friday we have the Fed's preferred inflation gauge, the PCE inflation, coming out for May, and that'll be very important to see those numbers, because that'll likely determine likelihood of Fed rate cuts this year. And Tom Lee, Fundstrat's Tom Lee, who's been right since 2023 with this market rally that we've been seeing, and I agreed with him in early 2023, while everyone thought the market would go lower and that we were in a recession, the market continued to rise pretty dramatically. Tom Lee was right on in his price target at the year end 2023. He has a $5,200 price target for this year, but it's very likely that he'll update that. But he just actually made a price target for the S&P 500 for 2030. And believe it or not, it's 15,000. It's almost triple the price from today, largely driven by demographics and millennials going into their prime earnings years, and spending and leverage for homes, etc., combined with AI and productivity gains from AI, will likely hold up this market. And historically, if you say the bull market began in early 2023, we're about 50% gain so far from the lows, and we're only about a year and a half in. Historically, these bull markets last about 4 to 5 years, and price appreciation could be 150 to 200%. So we have more room to go, and that's why I believe Tom Lee's forecast of 15,000 for the S&P 500 by 2030 could happen. That's almost a triple, and I think the Nasdaq could do even better. The Nasdaq could probably 3.5 times to 4x its current value from here. Obviously, that's something we have to watch. But again, I'm not too concerned about NVIDIA's drawdown. I think it's a good long-term play for AI, and the next NVIDIA is NVIDIA, in my opinion. Don't overcomplicate it. But let's see what happens. I think there's going to be some more volatility until Friday, as I said earlier. But after Friday, when the PC inflation report comes out, the market should do pretty well the end of June into early July, in my opinion.